Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Juan again, back at it with another video. And today I'm going to do a comparison between the Note 8 and the iPhone 10. Now, as of the fourth quarter of 2017, these are the two top phones right now. Now, these are very different phones. One's running on Android, and the other one is obviously running on iOS 11. These are both very nice phones. I've got a chance to play with the Note 8 for quite some time already. And I just got the iPhone 10 on release day. I've been an Android user all my life, so I thought comparison between these two will be a great idea. As you guys can see to start off, the main difference between these phones is the size. The Galaxy Note 8 is a lot bigger than the iPhone 10, and it's a little bit more boxier. I got these both in black, but Apple's calling this color space gray. We got the all black finish going around the whole device, and it makes it look really nice. So this comparison is going to be more about the differences on an everyday basis. I can sit here and talk about specs and hardware, but at the end of the day, what matters is how do these phones perform taking pictures, opening up apps, using Google Maps, etc. First off, I'm going to be pointing out a few specs, key differences between these phones, and then we'll get into more testing on real life situations. The iPhone 10 comes with an Apple All Bionic 10mm processor, 3 GB of RAM, and a 6-core chip. The Note 8 comes with a Snapdragon 835, also 10mm processor. This one has 6 GB of RAM and an 8-core chip. So right off the bat right there, we can tell that the Note 8 is a little bit beefier in specs, but we'll see how it performs against the iPhone X and Apple's A11 chip. As you guys can see, the Note 8 is a much bigger phone. The Note 8 is 6.4 inches long and about 2.94 inches wide, almost 3 inches, compared to the iPhone 10, which is 5.6 inches long and 2.79 inches wide. It's a bit easier to hold on the hand, but the Note 8 has a lot more real estate. I personally don't have a big problem holding the Note 8. It's not that wide, so it feels comfortable on the hand. The screen on the iPhone 10 is a 5.8 inch diagonal, and the screen on the Note 8 is a 6.3 inch. It could literally swallow the whole iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 has a Super Retina HD display with a 2436 by 1125 pixel resolution, or about 458 pixels per square inch. On the other hand, the Note 8 has a more denser pixel screen. It's running a Quad HD Super AMOLED screen, 2960 by 1440 pixel resolution, at 521 pixels per square inch. So what does that mean? The Note 8 has a higher pixel density. You will get crisper images and sharper text. At the end of the day, guys, we're talking about really small pixels, so it's really hard to tell with the naked eye. At the end of the day, honestly, it really makes no difference when you get into those scales. But both have really gorgeous screens. The Note 8 does get a little brighter than the iPhone 10, so it is easier to see on a sunny day. Both of these screens are OLED and are both running HDR. Another difference between the iPhone 10 and the Note 8 is that the iPhone 10 does have a 3D touchscreen. The Note 8 works a little different. You have to hold the app down for a little bit, but it's not pressure sensitive. When I get the second screen here on the iPhone, I'm actually holding it down and giving it a hard press. And here, I'm just literally just holding it down till I get that extra menu. Now let's talk about the cameras. The iPhone 10 has a 7 megapixel front-facing camera, and the Note 8 has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Both of these cameras are recording in HDR, and they both run live focus or portrait mode. That's the little effect that you get with the blurred background that makes the images pop. Now on the back, both of the devices have a 12 megapixel dual camera, and they both run dual optical image stabilization. On the iPhone 10, you get what they call portrait mode, and on the Note 8, you get live focus. It's basically the same thing, guys. Just like in the front-facing camera, in the back you do also get that effect with the blurred backgrounds, and it makes your subject stand out even more. On both phones you get 2 times optical zoom, and also on both you get 10 times digital zoom. Both of these back cameras are also recording in HDR, and both phones have a telephoto and a wide-angle lens. Your wide-angle is your standard camera, and your telephoto lens is the camera that allows you to get that 2 times optical zoom. Now, if we talk about video, this is where the iPhone stands out. The iPhone is able to record 4K videos at 60 frames per second. Not a lot of cameras out there, not even DSLRs can do this, so this is a big plus on the iPhone 10. The Note 8, on the other hand, does take 4K video, but it's only running at 30 frames per second. The iPhone 10 also records at 1080p at 240 frames per second, guys. That is insane. You're going to be able to get really slow videos. You're going to be able to slow this down a lot. But the Note 8 only records 1080p at 120 frames per second, which is also not bad, but it's not going to give you that really smooth look if you record on 1080p like the iPhone 10. The camera is one of the key features that makes the iPhone 10 stand out above the competition. Okay guys, so both of these phones are water resistant, but the Note 8 has a higher IP rating. The 10 has an IP rating of 67, which means you should be able to dip the phone in 3 feet of water for about half an hour, but the Note 8 beats the 10 with an IP68, which means you should be able to dip the phone in up to 6 feet of water for about half an hour. If you had to choose which phone you want to dip in the pool, I suggest you go with the Note 8. But regardless, this IP rating is only for accidental spills, so both of these phones should perform just fine. If you do happen to drop it in the toilet, drop it in the sink, you never know. Now, when it comes to security, you are able to unlock these phones using a PIN or a password, but they are different from each other because the iPhone 10 does not have a fingerprint reader anymore, and the Note 8 still does. The iPhone 10 does have a new facial recognition system that uses lasers to scan your face and unlock the phone. Apple claims that this is even more secure than fingerprint readers, but I find the fingerprint reader to be a little bit more convenient. I don't have a problem with Face ID on the iPhone 10, but I do wish that they had implemented the fingerprint reader somehow. The Note 8 does have facial recognition, but the more secure way to unlock this phone is through the iris scanner. They both work similarly, but the iPhone 10 is scanning your face and the Note 8 is scanning your eyes. I do want to point out some key differences between these two ways of unlocking the phone, and we're going to try which one is faster. So let's go ahead and test it out. Okay guys, so once you set up Face ID, as soon as you click the right button, the phone automatically starts scanning your face, it unlocks the phone, and you just swipe up to go to the home screen. This is a 3-step system. Key, unlock, swipe up. Let's check that out again. Key, unlock, swipe up. Now, the Note 8 is only a 2-step system. As soon as I click the right button, it should automatically start scanning my irises and it'll unlock automatically without having me swiping. Let's check it out. Key, boom. Let's check that out again. Key, boom. iPhone 10, key, unlock, swipe. One more time. Key, unlock, swipe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. When I went from the Note 8 to the iPhone 10, having to go through a 2-step system to a 3-step system, it might not seem like a lot, guys, but once you get used to it, it's kind of obnoxious having to do a 3-step unlock system. It's not a big deal, but iPhone should definitely fix that in the software upgrade. Now, let's check out which one's faster, okay guys? I'm gonna try to do it at the same time, so bear with me. We'll see which one unlocks faster, okay? Here we go. Okay, pretty close. Let's try that again. Oh, the Note 8 beat the iPhone 10. Let's try that again. One more time. The Note 8 beat the iPhone 10. One more time. Click. So as you guys can see, the iPhone 10 takes an extra step to unlock the phone, and the Note 8 just automatically scans your irises and unlocks it. I find that the Note 8 is a lot more quicker and more efficient in unlocking your phone. This should not be something that makes you not wanting to buy either one of the phones. They both work great at the end of the day. Okay guys, so next I want to run a speed test. Both of these phones are hooked up to the same Wi-Fi, so I just wanted to check out if there's any differences on the devices. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, testing ping. Oh wow, the Note 8 is performing a lot better than the iPhone 10. It also finished a lot faster. The That's impressive. We're still waiting on the iPhone 10. Wow, that's quite a difference. You know what? Let me try that again. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have noticed that the iPhone 10 has seemed a little bit slower when I check out YouTube videos than the Note 8. What I'm seeing right now is it's probably actually faster. The iPhone 10 is struggling to finish the test, and it's also performing a lot slower. Look, I'm getting 59.33. I got a download over here of 30.69. And the upload speed is about the same. But as you guys can see, the download speed on the Note 8 is a lot faster than the iPhone 10. I was not expecting that, guys. Let me try that again one more time. They say third time is the charm. Wow, look at that. I'm getting the top speed on the Note 8. I wonder why. Like I said, these both are connected to the same Wi-Fi, so I'm assuming they should perform the same. But obviously, we are getting faster speeds on the Note 8. That's impressive. Okay, let's wait on the iPhone 10. I'm getting 51.20 megabytes per second download, and I got 28.15 on the iPhone 10. And the upload speed, pretty similar. I was not expecting that, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that and find out why this might be happening. But as of right now, the Note 8 seems to be faster than the iPhone 10 when it comes to download speeds. Now, another one that I want to test out is how fast the phones start up. It's kind of a drag turning on your phone and having to wait for it to start up. So let's go ahead and power these down and let's see which phone starts the fastest. Okay, guys, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Samsung logo, Apple logo. I do have these both on Verizon. Shout out to Verizon. Oh, there it goes. Wow, the iPhone 10 unlocked pretty fast. It's asking me for a code. Now I'm gonna put the code in at the same time, and let's see what happens. All right, because they're both asking me for a code now. I'm gonna put in the last number, and let's see what happens. Done. Oh, there it goes. The iPhone 10 did boot up a lot faster than the Note 8. The Note 8 still trying to boot up. And on the iPhone, I'm ready to go. iPhones are known to be a little bit smoother with the operating system, and it definitely shows on the startup time. We're still waiting on the Note 8. Oh, there it goes. So definitely a lot faster on the iPhone 10. Now, another test that I want to do is check out how fast the apps start up. You know, a lot of times you got a lot of things running in the background. You have a lot of apps open. So I want to go ahead and test out which of these devices performs better on a speed test, opening up the apps. As you guys can see, I have the same amount of apps. I have the same apps running on both phones. I'm going to be starting the clock and go into each app. As soon as each app opens, I'm going to close it and go to the next one. And let's see which one takes longer to get to the last app. Okay, guys? So I'm going to start with the iPhone 10, and then we'll try it with the Note 8. Okay, we got to make sure that there's no apps open. Okay. Okay, there it goes. There's no apps open, guys. Let me get rid of the notifications. Make sure there's nothing in the background interfering with our test. Okay. All right. No apps open, no notifications. Okay. So let's go ahead and try it out. Speed test, iPhone 10, round 1. Here we go. Lastly, the Bulls app. Bulls ain't doing too great, guys. Okay. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now, let's go ahead and perform the same test on the Note 8 and see how the Note 8 performs. Let me make sure there's no apps open. Notifications are cleared. Okay. So we're going to perform the test the same exact way. Here we go. Three, two, one. Snapchat. Lastly, Bulls app. Might be a tight race. Come on. Oh, wow. Note 8. Clearly opened the apps faster. And as you guys might have noticed, I kind of messed up on a few apps a little bit. And I still did pretty well. Not bad. Now, I want to perform the same test, but with the apps already opened. Let's go ahead and try that out again. Okay, let me reset these. Now remember, guys, the apps are already open. They're already running in the background. So we're just going to see how fast they boot up again. Okay, let's check it out. Speed test on the apps, round 2. Here we go. Snapchat. Bulls app. 40 seconds, 41 seconds. Not bad at all. So let's try to do the same thing once again on the Note 8. Here we go. Ready, set. And Bulls app. Oh wow, I don't know, that's kind of odd though. I mean, the Note 8 does have more gigabytes of RAM. It should have performed better, but obviously the iPhone 10 did better on the second try. I don't know, guys. I mean, there's no major differences between both of them. These timescales are really small, so it's really not something that you might notice a lot. You probably don't even notice at all. Both of these phones are great phones. They're very smooth. But I mean, the Note 8 performed better opening up the apps from scratch. And the iPhone 10 performed better while the apps were already open. Like I said, the iPhone 10 is a lot smoother and more efficient. So maybe that's why the apps opened a lot faster once they were already running in the background. The Note 8 is a little bit more glitchy, so it struggled a bit more to reopen the apps. That was a pretty cool test. Now, I'm going to be closing all the apps running in the background. Now, as you guys can see, it also takes a lot more time to get rid of all the apps on the iPhone 10. You have to individually swipe all of them out, which is kind of a hassle. But I mean, it's all good. Close all. All right. So now we're going to do the same test, but we are going to see which app opens faster. Okay, I'm going to click on the same app at the same time, and we'll see which phone opens the app faster. Okay, let's try it out. I'm going to start by trying on Facebook. Note 8, clear winner. Let's try another app. Let's do the Bulls app. 1, 2, in. In this one, the iPhone 10 performed better. Let's try another app. Let's try Ticketmaster. 1, 2 in. We got a clear winner with the Note 8. Okay, let's try the Chrome app. 1, 2 in. Clear winner on the Note 8. As you guys can see, the iPhone 10 struggling a little bit with the internet speeds. I don't know about that, but there you go. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try YouTube. That's another app that runs the internet. So let's try it out. 1, 2 in. Note 8, clear winner. Let's try the Amazon app. Note 8, once again. Let's try StubHub. Note 8, one more time. Let's do Google Play Music. Note 8, starting up faster. Let's do one more. Let's try Instagram. Come on, iPhone 10, you gotta redeem yourself. This is the last one. 1, 2 in. And the Note 8. Wow, that's kind of surprising, guys. I mean, obviously the Note 8 is doing better at opening the apps from scratch. But the iPhone 10 does better once the apps are already running in the background. It might have to do a lot with the RAM of the Note 8. The Note 8 is running 6 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone 10 has 3 gigabytes of RAM. But the A11 chip on the iPhone 10 is said to be running a lot smoother. So maybe that's where the differences come in. At the end of the day, like I said, guys, these are not major differences. These phones are great phones, guys. These are both flagship phones. These are both top of the line phones for 2017. There's no other phones out there better than these two, guys. My own personal opinion, at least. It all comes down to what are you looking for on a phone? Do you want a big screen with more real estate? Or do you prefer a smaller phone that's a little bit easier to handle? Do you prefer a higher IP rating like the Note 8? Or you're not looking to dip the phone in the pool, so you're okay with the IP67? Now, one thing that I did not point out about the Note 8 is that we do have the S Pen. If you guys want to know a bit more about the Note 8, go ahead and check out the full review on the videos tab. I hope this video helped you guys a little bit more to decide which phone is best for you. So there it is, guys. The Note 8 versus the iPhone 10. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be the cool guy to give the video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Stay tuned for a full in-depth review of the iPhone 10. And go ahead and check out my review for the Note 8. As always, this has been your boy Juan, and I hope I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.